Hey gents, today we're going to dive into what is, I think, either my 5th Stitch Fix, it might be my 6th Stitch Fix. I can't remember how many I've done on the channel, but Stitch Fix, just to give you an overview, is a clothing subscription service where you get a delivery of clothes on your own cadence. So a big thing with some of the other clothing subscription companies is they deliver every month. Stitch Fix is much more flexible. You can do it every 2 weeks, every month, or every 3 months or 6 months. And also, you don't keep everything that you get. So you pay $20 of a styling fee to get a box, and then you get shipped 5 items of clothing, and then you only keep the items that you want, and anything that you keep, that $20 gets refunded to you based on a credit. And so to me, it is the most flexible and the most customizable clothing subscription that you can get out there. And so if you're looking to dive in for the first time, either to upgrade your casual style, upgrade your office wear, to me, Stitch Fix has been the most accurate and the most customizable, and also accommodating of price points. So you can either get like lower priced items if you're a little bit price sensitive and you don't want to spend as much money on clothes, or if you're like me, I'm now trying to build out my high quality wardrobe, and so I say, give me whatever you got, give me the best. And so you can get $30 shirts or you can get $150 shirts. And so you can see that on my previous videos. I think the first one I did for Stitch Fix was last year. It's when they launched the men's line. And so now today, let's just stop talking and get into it. And as we jump in here, make sure you subscribe to learn about the best menswear on the internet. If you do want to sign up for Stitch Fix, I'll put a link below so you can check them out. And on that, let's dive in here. So every Stitch Fix box that you get, you will get a return package. So this is a prepaid bag. You just drop this in any mailbox. And so if you're going to send back one item or all the items, you can send that right back. You also get a summary of the items that you've received, and you get inspiration. You get little boards to show you how you can wear and pair the items that you got, and then also a little bit of a blurb from your stylist. And so I got a really good comment on my last video where they noticed that in each of my Stitch Fix videos I had a different stylist. If you keep clothes from your stylist, if you keep a couple of items, then you will get the same stylist so that she knows and she learns from you. So when you sign up for Stitch Fix, you put in like a profile of the colors that you like and the types of clothing you want, and it builds a profile, and then an actual stylist will fill your box for you. And for me, because I have so many clothes for the channel, I don't keep all of the items, and so that's why my stylist changes through the videos. But because I have my profile built, it's always very good. And that's something else to note too, is if you want them to send you just like one complete good looking outfit, they'll send you that. Or if you want to flesh out your pants collection or flesh out your shirt collection, you put that in the notes. You can tell them all the things you want and they'll accommodate it as best they can in the notes. They can't give you like a Brooks Brothers cashmere shirt for $50, but if you want a Brooks Brothers cashmere shirt, they'll give you something that also pairs well with that. And so let's dive in here. I thought the box felt heavy. I got a pair of shoes in this one, and so they will do shoes and they will do everything else. So let's dive into clothing as well. And I am working on a studio so that I can have a table set up and everything. I'm pretty jealous of Brock's new setup over at his channel. So here we have Ezekiel. All we have is now lightweight flannel. I love fall. I mean, fall is my favorite time just for materials, layers, color palettes, and so I'm digging this one. 01 Algo. This is a jasp shirt. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at this cardigan. I just love the fabrics, the textures, the materials. And a 7 diamonds straight fit. This is key. I'm 6'4", 170, so I always have trouble buying pants. I've said that for the last 2 years on the channel, but it remains consistent. But this is a 31-34 pant. And so if you are odd sized, Stitch Fix is another really good way to accommodate that. And I saw the same thing with Bombfell. Bombfell's been able to accommodate my sizing as well. So 7 diamonds. I have another shirt, I think, from them, and I do like it. And I love this rust brown color. And so let's find the price sheet on all of this. All right, so these would track with what I'd expect out of my box. So you pay for each of the items you keep. Whatever you don't want, you just send it right back. So if I were to keep all of the items in the box, there is a 25% discount. So to keep this whole box would be $250, or I could just send back the items I don't want and they charge you for what you keep, which is the model that I like, because even in the boxes where you pay like $60 a month to get clothes, I always end up hating something in those boxes. So I like that I'm able to just keep what I want. And you do pay, you know, retail price, but it's all very competitive. All right, so my stylist, Blake Lindsay, nailed it. So we'll go from the bottom up and talk about each of the items from there. So we'll start off, these are an original Penguin Oxford shoe. And this is a good example where this is the exact shoe or style that I would purchase for myself, especially for fall going forward. But I've been experimenting and trying out some new like loafers and executive loafers. And so this is one where I would say, hey Lindsay, great pick, but I'm trying to get into more of the loafer space. Could you send me some of those in the next box? So my feedback on the site, that's what I'll say in my feedback. So I do like the styling of this. These come in at only $100. I would be more inclined to go up market a little bit and get something that is leather lined on the interior and probably spend a little bit more, but the styling, everything, nailed it on this. And that's where I also like that I don't have to keep everything. I can just send these back and I'm not charged for them. The pants are great. These are a stretch chino from 7 Diamonds. They're a 31, 34, so they're my exact size. They're a straight leg, so they're not as slim as some of my other clothes, but at $78, they come in less than I'm paying for the typical Bonobos chino, which is, you know, the wash chino is like my staple piece. And I love the burnt orange, perfect fall color, perfect fit, everything, nailed it on the chinos. This is the 01 Algo, I think is the company, Argonaut brushed jasp shirt, and this is so soft, and I love the color in here. It's like a deep blue with a little bit of green in there, and so I really like the color on this, and the fit is really nice as well, and so nailed it on the shirt. The Hawkeye full zip collegiate cardigan right here. I don't know that I'm crazy about the zipper cardigan. This is the first, I've never really had one like this, but I just love the big chunky texture of this one. I like, this is like the collegiate style on the sleeve, and it's very comfortable, and so might keep this one. This is one where it comes down to like how you guys react to it and if you like it. Otherwise, you know, it goes to my wife, she says yes or no, and I keep it from there. And now this is the Ezekiel one pocket flannel shirt, and this is another super soft, super fall, just perfect shirt on here. So this is like a 5 out of 5 on the box, 4 out of 5, you know, for the shoe thing, but that's not something that Blake Lindsay could have known. Really love the color palette on this. This is way more my speed. This is gonna be a go-to weekend staple for the fall. I just love the flannels involved in this time of the year, and so boom. Loving my Stitch Fix this month. So I think I covered everything in the beginning when I was talking really fast. If you have any questions about Stitch Fix, you can comment below. You can also reach out at _Kavalier on Twitter. I'll do my best to go over there. I have been using it for over a year, and I've got plenty of fixes. And this is one where I don't have to get it every month. I like parsing it out. Oh, and the other thing is too, is you have 5 days to try the clothes on from the day that they deliver them to when you go online and you say what you want to keep and not. And so, I think that's everything. I am working on a 2018 clothing roundup for subscriptions, so if there are any that have popped up in the last year that I'm not sure of, as of now it'll be Stitch Fix, Bombfell, 5-4 Club, Trendy Butler, and you know, I'm trying to deal with the clothing subscriptions, not the accessories. Those are a little bit separate. And so if there's any that have popped up, let me know, because I've been trying to keep my finger on the pulse, and you guys are the best at helping me do that. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and supporting, and until next time, gents, this is the Kavalier. There is a map in my room, in the wall of my room. There is a map in my room, in the wall of my room. And I've got big, big plans. And I can see them slipping through, almost feel